Let's take a look at the final reporting tool in NetSuite, and that is SuiteAnalytics Workbooks. SuiteAnalytics Workbooks are going to allow you to create charts and pivot tables, as well as create multi-level joins and actually custom joins as well between different transactions and entities if you need to. So it's a little bit more flexible than the save searches that we looked at earlier. And we're going to start with SuiteAnalytics by first creating our data set. So right now we're looking at a transaction data set. This has 6,500 rows. There's no filters applied. So we're looking at everything from cash sales to expense reports, invoices. We have all sorts of different transactions in this data set. I'm going to go ahead and remove the memo column. So first thing that we want to do, if we're interested in sales, we want to maybe look at sales by month for the last year. I'm going to filter our data set down to just our sales orders. And so now we're going to see that 6,000 number come down to right around 1,700. Now we filter down and we're only looking at those sales orders. Can also add columns. So sales rep, if I want to take the sales rep from those sales orders, put them in here. Now we can see that as well, along with, of course, the transaction amount on those orders, sales rep, we've got dates all coming from those transactions. Now, the next step is to actually create a workbook from that transaction data set. That's just raw data. We want to create a pivot table, a chart, some visualization. And so we'll go ahead and do a pivot table. We'll look at our total amount that we're measuring for our sales, and we're going to look at it by we'll do it by company over the last year, and we'll filter this year down to 2021. So we'll look at last year's sales data, and I want to segment that out by quarter. So I can just expand this. We can get down to the day if I want to. Don't think we need to be that granular. We'll just go ahead with quarter. And then if I refresh this, we'll see it's going to load in the data from that data set. So now we have a nice pivot table where we have 2021 by quarter, and then all our different customers, and we can see the total amount. Looks like we have a lot of activity in Q4. So let me go ahead and filter this down to just Q4. And we'll actually segment that out by month. So going to zoom in a little bit. Now our pivot table is looking at just Q4. We can see those final 3 months. And here now we've got some good kind of month over month sales data for our customers. I could add in, if I wanted to, my sales rep as another hierarchy in those rows. And now we can see sales rep as well as the customer underneath them. So Tom Carter, our rep, is responsible for these accounts, being able to see, by sales rep. And then also, if we wanted to show totals, we could do that here, add that column, and now we're going to be able to see our totals, right? This is going to be for the columns, but we could also do it at the rep level if we wanted to. And then once we have this nice workbook, we'll go ahead and say I'm going to save our data set, transaction data set, sales by month, Q4 2021. Save that, and then we're going to be able to save our workbook. We'll do the same for. Whoops. There we go. And then I'll drop this right on my dashboard, and then I'll have that real time, not just save searches, not just save reports, but now we've added the ability to add analytics to the dashboard and also just bookmark those and access those. I'm going to add, there we go. My sales by month. I'll go ahead and save that. And we've just added that pivot table right to our dashboard. So again, just an example of how And this data, there's a ton of data here, so this may not be consumable on a dashboard, but if we had summary, charts, or even see some analytics here, right? Being able to look at, those are charts. I'm just seeing if we have any examples down here of any workbooks. Doesn't look like it, but being able to just drop those on your dashboard or bookmark those and then access those when you need to, really helpful, along with the multi-level joins you can set up. We didn't really get into that, but being able to set up those transaction data sets that underlie your pivot tables and charts, those data sets can join your records together, and so you can pull in sales data, customer data, sales rep data, all because those entity and transaction records are joined through that transaction data set. Really powerful tool there.